Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new series here on the Ultimate Fashion History, Fave Film Fashion, where every week I will be throwing a rather subjective spotlight on some of my own and possibly some of your own favorite film fashion. Now, obviously in this series I'm not allowed to use any actual film clips or even soundtracks from the movies under discussion because of copyright infringement, so I'm going to use stills, and this series really is just for fun. It's not part of one of my college courses or anything like that. So off we go. From 1954, Irving Berlin's White Christmas, directed by Michael Curtis, starring Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, and Vera-Ellen, with costumes by the Empress of Hollywood costume design, Edith Head. I have a feeling in this series we're going to be looking at Edith Head a lot, but this time around I want to really focus on her incredible use of color and her amazing and intricate attention to detail. It was filmed in 1953, it came out in 1954, and this was the height of the new look. I'm guessing that you probably remember that, rather ironically, this most Christmassy of movies actually begins in Florida, at an outdoor nightclub in Miami. And Edith Head really communicates this to us through textile and through her incredible choice of palette. Here are Rosemary Clooney and Vera-Ellen performing the Sisters number. Remember that one? Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. They do this cute little number with these incredible ostrich fans. And take a look at the color here. Edith worked with these incredible turquoises and corals, really drawing on that kind of mid-century modern palette to communicate that we are in the tropics. That's her original sketch for these dresses on the left. I love seeing sketches come to life, don't you? And talk about attention to detail, here is a close-up. Look at the lacework over net on the girls' dresses here. I think that this is Battenberg tape lacing, but I'm not sure. And you'll notice that everything, including these ostrich feather fans, are studded with little diamantes. The girls change out of their performing outfits, dresses, into beautiful tropical cocktail wear, both made of chiffon. Here is Rosemary Clooney again with this mid-century modern tropical palette of lavender, holding a pale pink chiffon scarf. But my favorite dress is the one that Vera-Ellen wears. It's a jeweled encrusted, very light sprinkling of jewel embellishment there on this beautiful pale pink chiffon dress with three-quarter length bishop sleeves. Now Edith knew that this was a musical and these people were going to be dancing, so she really made sure that she was working with textiles such as chiffon to communicate dance and enhance dance numbers on screen. I have a little GIF here, and what I want you to look at, which I absolutely love, is that deep coral petticoat underneath that pale pink. And look at the way all of this chiffon moves when Vera-Ellen moves. About 10 minutes into the movie, the characters head north to snowy Vermont, and Edith Head really does something very clever. As the characters move north, their textiles become heavier, and as the movie progresses and we move towards the ultimate scene on Christmas Eve, the colors become more and more Christmassy. But here they are, right on the train, and she's communicating with color that we are no longer in the tropics. Look at this wonderful mustard color that Vera-Ellen is wearing here on the right. Let's look at the rest of the outfit. I love it, this mustard turtleneck with the full new look skirt and that very cinched waist with that little medallion, that fob at the waist. This is what I mean by Edith Head's amazing attention to detail. It was always these little touches that absolutely elevated her costumes. When the characters alight in Vermont, Edith Head kind of had a challenge here because obviously the climate was colder and people would be wearing darker colors, but she really had to keep the atmosphere warm and convivial. So she chose to use a lot of mustard in these Vermont scenes, which is can be read as a winter color, although it has a lot of warmth to it. I think that's genius. She was fabulous at color, and I love the way she has pulled the mustard from Vera-Ellen's coat into Bing Crosby's scarf to help frame the scene. She would often frame scenes with color and with shape and silhouette as much as a cinematographer would. But I think we really have to focus a little bit on Vera-Ellen's incredible traveling outfit. This gorgeous mustard coat with black gloves, black scarf at the neck, and black hat. The cheetah print scarf tied at the belt, the cheetah handbag, and talk about that attention to detail and those little touches that absolutely define Edith Head. The cheetah on the back of the hat. Wouldn't you love this outfit? I would. Once in Vermont, Edith Head really starts having fun with their winter wardrobes, like this fabulous red, black and white outfit that Vera-Ellen wears, with the red belt and matching red shoes, these little hints of red, letting us know that we're coming up to Christmas. And the quicker we get to Christmas Eve, the more red we see. And yet she still keeps using gold and mustard to keep it festive and warm. My favorite scene in the Vermont portion of the movie is the cocktail party scene, because I always like cocktail party scenes best. Why? Well, because I like cocktails, and two, because it's always when characters wear the best clothes, and White Christmas is no exception. And this is when Edith Head really starts telling us that the tension is mounting as we move towards Christmas Eve, with Rosemary Clooney in this wonderful, deep, deep grayish green velvet cocktail dress. There it is in all its glory, with that wonderful cinched waist, new look silhouette, and this sort of string, piped string detail around the neckline. Absolutely wonderful. But Vera-Ellen's dress is fabulously Christmassy too. The new look silhouette with that ruched hip, and again focusing on attention to detail. Look at the detail there. This is jeweled encrusted, but jewels sort of indicating and suggesting an Argyle sweater. So again, we are being told that the tension is mounting. We've got to get everything together for Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is coming. The snow has to come. The show has to work, and these two couples have to get it on. Edith Head really had to do double duty on White Christmas, because not only did she have to costume both of the girls, for although Rosemary Clooney had a higher billing, both she and Vera-Ellen really had about the same amount of screen time in White Christmas, so she had to do two sets of leading female wardrobe, as well as Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye. She costumed them as well. But she did double duty in another area as well, because White Christmas is a musical about musicals, isn't it? And so as well as having to do a whole range of chic and stylish day wear, she also had to do flashy stage costumes, like this one. And I absolutely love this shocking pink dance outfit that Vera-Ellen wears in a number called Choreography. But nobody ever talks about the backing dancers in the number Choreography. I love their purple beatnik dresses. But my favorite of all of the stage costumes in White Christmas is without a doubt this very sexy gown worn by Rosemary Clooney with its découpé décolletage. Découpé décolletage. Try saying that after a couple of eggnogs. It's a trumpet dress, and take a look at Edith's original sketch for this dress here, and then here it is in all its glory. Not only is it fantastic from the front, it's even better from the back, and again, that attention to detail, those little touches that Edith Head was known for. Look at this incredible encrusted brooch at the small of the back. And I love that the whole outfit is teamed with white sequined gloves. We all thought Michael Jackson started the sequined glove thing. No, Rosemary Clooney in White Christmas. Now, no discussion of White Christmas and its costumes could be complete without discussing Vera-Ellen's necklines. You will notice, and you may have noticed, that in every single scene, Vera-Ellen has a high neckline, and this has led to an awful lot of internet speculation. Vera-Ellen did unfortunately have eating disorders, and people tended to think that the reason she was wearing these high necklines and why Edith Head put her in such high necklines was because her anorexia had given her a very wrinkly and aged neck. This simply isn't true. I think, personally, there are a couple of reasons why Vera-Ellen had high necklines in White Christmas. One, she had a very large head on a very tiny body. Now, having a large head on a tiny body is perfect for movies. That's what movie producers looked for in the golden age of Hollywood. But in Vera-Ellen's case, because she was so thin, possibly her head looked a little too oversized. And Edith Head, no pun intended, tried to correct this on film by giving her higher necklines. Alternatively, I think that Edith Head really wanted to distinguish between the two sisters. They play sisters, as you may remember in the movie, by giving them both stylistic little ticks, if you will. Rosemary Clooney is the only one of the characters of the two who wears pencil skirts, for example. Vera-Ellen is the only one who wears high necklines. We know that it isn't true about Vera-Ellen having an ugly, horrible, scary neck, because look, here she is, at about the same time showing a very pretty neck. Also, a friend of hers said that she always liked wearing either high necklines or chokers or high necklaces. It was just one of her things. Here she is wearing a little choker. Well, of course, everything culminates in the grand finale on Christmas Eve, and that includes costumes. Costumes that have now become so iconic, haven't they, in the lexicon of Hollywood fashion. This is Edith Head's original sketch for Rosemary Clooney's costume in the finale of White Christmas. It's very Jacques Fat inspired, isn't it? And here it is in the movie. And again, we're so overwhelmed in this final scene by its spectacularness and all of this red velvet and all of this white fur that we tend not to notice the details. In fact, I never noticed until I put this little movie together, this beautiful diamante and rhinestone holly in Rosemary Clooney's cleavage. Rather lovely, isn't it? And I think maybe another reason that we don't always notice the details in White Christmas in this final scene is that we can't see through our tears. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed this first foray into Fave Film Fashion. And how's that for alliteration? Hey, if you have any Fave Film Fashion that you'd like to see a little video on, drop me a message through YouTube or through my website, amandahalley.com, and I'll do the research and I will put together a little video of your Fave Film Fashion for our YouTube channel and give you credit for thinking about it. Happy holidays from the ultimate fashion history, and may all your days be merry and bright. Thanks for watching.